Hello, good morning, students. I hope you all are fine. So, let us continue with our revision of chapter 1, the Earth and the Solar System. So, in the last video, session, we have already done the heavenly bodies, some heavenly bodies like the sun, the stars, the solar system we have studied about, and we have studied about the certain chief characteristics of the planets, which all planets have. Now, today in this session, we will be learning about different types of planets that are present in the solar system. Okay, how many types of planets are there? We have studied that there are 8 planets in the solar system. Pluto, the ninth planet, that was not now considered a planet because of its very small size and very less weight, and it does not orbit on its own path. That is why it doesn't come under the definition of what the definition of the planet is. Now today we will be studying about different planets. So first we will be studying about our planet, that is the Earth. So you probably know about the planet Earth because Earth is the planet where we live. The Earth is very small from the 4 gas planets or the outer planets. Earth is also the first planet, if we are traveling from the sun, that have a moon. Probably the only planet which have moon among the inner planets. Okay, Earth is also called unique planet because of many favorable features. What are these favorable features? Because it is at the best location with reference to the sun. From the sun, it is situated at the best location, not very close, not very far. So environmental conditions are also very favorable because it receives proper amount of sunlight and ultraviolet radiations, which is helpful for the survival of different forms of life. Now next is, as it keeps on rotating, so the extreme of temperature between day and night are within tolerable limits. It is not the case that days are extremely hot and nights are extremely cold. They are almost same in different weathers. Okay, in summer season it is very hot, days are also wet hot and nights are also hot, but in winter season days are also colder, so nights are also colder. Temperature is favorable, range of temperature is also favorable, so that all the 3 forms of water you can find here. You can find ice, you can find water in water form, you can find even water in vapor form. So and we know that 70% of the earth is covered with water, so presence of adequate water for the survival of different forms of life. And we have also studied that earth is surrounded by a blanket of a layer which is called the atmosphere, and presence of this atmosphere, it protects the earth from the ultraviolet rays coming from the sun, which is very harmful if it will directly hit on us. So these ultraviolet rays are stopped by this atmosphere layer present outside the earth crust, and this atmosphere layer is also very rich in oxygen, which is very important for the survival of different forms on the planet earth. That is why we say that earth is a unique planet where all the life can exist. Now, Earth is also called a watery planet or a blue planet because almost 70% of the Earth is covered with water. Due to this abundant water on its surface, it is called a watery planet or a blue planet. On the space, due to presence of water, it looked blue in color. Astronomers have found that when they took the picture image of the earth from the space, it looked blue in color because it is so much covered with water that it looked totally blue in color. And due to its rotation on the earth, because our earth is continuously rotating on its axis, so from the center it is slightly bulging, means it is fat from the center and flattened at the 2 poles. Equator is the imaginary line which is present in the center, and equator line divides the earth into 2 poles, north pole and south pole. So when we look at the earth from the space, it looks slightly bulging at the equator and flattened at the poles. So its equatorial diameter is about 44 kilometer more than its polar diameter. When we measure the equatorial diameter, it is more than the polar diameter. So Aristotle and Copernicus declared that earth is spherical in shape. It is not round in shape, it is spherical in shape. Now let us discuss other planets present in the solar system. Now Mercury is the smallest and the first planet present in the solar system. It is the closest planet to the sun. It is named after the messenger of Roman god. So Mercury is the name of a messenger of Roman god, and all the planets are named on some or the other Roman or Greek gods. It is closest to the sun, that is why there the temperature is very hot. It is difficult to survive on the planet Mercury, and Mercury is the only first planet which has no moon present in it. Then came the Venus planet. The next planet is Venus. It is named after Roman god of love and beauty. It is the second planet from the sun. It is almost the same size as the earth. It looks almost the same as the size of the earth, and its structure is also appearance is also similar to the appearance of earth. That is why we call it as the earth's twin also. Venus is the brightest thing which shine in the sky except the moon. Here the temperature is very hot and it has no moon present in it. We have already discussed the third planet, that is our planet Earth. Now let us come to the fourth planet, that is the Mars. Mars is named after Roman god of war. It is also called a red planet because it appears reddish in color. Like our planet Earth appears blue in color, Mars is the planet which has a reddish appearance. That is why we have also given it a name of red planet. It has two moon present in Mars. Now come the fifth planet, that is the Jupiter. Jupiter is a gas giant both because it is so large and made up of gases. Here it is named after the ruler of Roman god. It is the largest planet present in the solar system. According to the NASA, that is National Aeronautics and Space Administration, has described it as a mini solar system. Why? Because total mass or weight of Jupiter is twice the weight of all other planets present in the solar system. So that is why Jupiter in itself is called the mini planet, and it has 53 moons present in it. So Jupiter and Saturn, they both have the largest number of moons present in it. Then Saturn is the sixth planet from the sun, and it is second largest planet present in the solar system after Jupiter. It is named after Jupiter's father in Roman mythology. It is the most beautiful planet present in the solar system. It has bright rings which are made up of icy particles around its equator. It revolves around its equator. According to NASA, Saturn also has 53 known moons. So these are the largest number of moons that any planet have in the solar system. So both Jupiter and Saturn, they have 53 moons present in it. Then the seventh planet, that is the Uranus, present in the solar system. It is named after Greek god of sky. It also has ring present around its equator, and it has 27 known moon present in it. Then came the last and the eighth planet, that is the Neptune. Neptune is the fourth largest planet by diameter and third most massive planet and the densest planet present in the solar system. It is named after Roman god of sea. It is similar to Uranus in size and structure. The two planets Uranus and Neptune, these both are called gas twin giants. Okay, but Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, these four are gas giants, outer planets. We have already discussed this. So, and what are the inner planets? Mercury, Mars, Venus and Earth. These four are inner planets, and Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, these four are outer planets, and Neptune and Uranus, they two are called twin giants. Okay, and it has 8 moons present in it. So which planet has the highest number of moons present in it? Jupiter and Saturn, both they have the highest number of moons present in it. And which planet has no moon present in it? That is Mercury. Venus, they both have no moon present in it. So we can say that these type of questions can be asked in objective type parts. Okay, like which planet is named after this god, which planet is have the largest number of moon, which planet has the largest number of largest massive weight, which planet is called reddish in appear red planet also, which planet is called blue planet also. So from these planets, certain objective type questions can be asked from you. So you have to prepare in this way for each and every planet you should be knowing. Now I hope that your problem regarding all these planets have been solved now. If you have any, please write to me in the comment box with your name in section, so that I can keep a record of who all are watching the videos. Please like and subscribe to my channel also, and do write any query you have. I will be answering all your queries in the comment box. Thank you for watching, student. Take good care of yourself.